Ladies and gentlemen, gather around. Let me tell you about a legend in town. His name is Sami, kind and sweet, but saying no, that's not his feat. One sunny day at university ground, Sami was walking, minding his own business around. Then Lara appears, dramatic and bright. Sami, please help me. Just for a minute, all right? Sami smiled, like the angel he is. Of course, no problem. What is it, sis? Before he could breathe or even blink twice, another colleague appears. Sami, do me a small favor, be nice. And Sami, the generous, glorious man, said yes again, as only Sami can. Time kept running, tick, tick, tick. But Sami helping people was his favorite trick. Suddenly he checked the clock with fear in his eyes. My lecture, oh no, this is not a surprise. Run, Sami, run. Run for your life. He sprinted so fast he almost outran Wi-Fi. He finally got home, tired and slow. But his mother appeared with a request in tow. Sami Habibi, just one tiny task. Take out the trash. That's all I ask. And Sami, because he's the hero we know, grabbed the trash bag and off he'd go. Back to his desk, exhausted and pale. He whispered, tonight, I'll finally prevail. He opened a notebook, strong and determined. Study, gym, life goals confirmed. But suddenly, ping, a message appeared. A friend in trouble. Panic engineered. Sami sighed, closed the notebook with grace. Helping a friend is never a waste, but poor Sami was tired, his neck stiff and tight. 2 minutes later, good night. Morning arrived with coffee divine. The only thing keeping Sami alive. He reached the university, phone in his hand, replying to favors across the land. Can you check this paper? Can you review this file? Can you help me quickly? Just take a while. Sami said yes to every demand. The most generous human in all the land. He sat in the library, papers in stacks. Work everywhere like academic attacks. Hours went by, the sun said goodbye. Some work got done, but the rest multiplied. His lunch sat quietly, cold and alone, like a forgotten relic made of stone. Then a message arrived, the final blow. A mountain of stress began to grow. Sami leaned slowly against the wall, thinking maybe he might just fall. A collapse. Oh no, no time for that. Sami had work. Imagine that. He kept working until late that night. Even the chair complained about the fight. Brother Sami, please take a break. My legs are tired. I might just break. But Sami continued, loyal and brave, working like someone society enslaved. At night he stood before the mirror, looking exhausted, confused, and thinner. He whispered softly with tragic grace, I had personal goals, somewhere, in space, but the poor man had no energy left. Even spelling his name became a theft. Next morning again, the cycle repeats. Another friend appears in the streets. Sami, can you help me? The friend would say. Sami paused. Sami blinked, but the words no ran away. Oh, stupid Sami. The narrator sighed. Later that night, a phone call arrived. Sami, I have a question about physics and stuff. Newton himself couldn't figure it out enough. And Sami, the generous hero we know, tried discovering atoms 3 hours in a row. Suddenly, he checked the time in despair. 3 a.m. Only Sami and his eye bags were awake in the entire neighborhood. Finally, our tragic hero declared, that's it. I will set boundaries. I swear. Right then, ping. Another message appeared, but Sami stayed calm. He made himself coffee, sat quietly on the couch, and whispered like a wise philosopher. Today, we try something new. He stood up slowly, walked toward a strange object in the room. His bed, a place he hadn't visited in a very long time. The next morning, Sami woke up fresh, bright, and new, like a newborn human with a better life view. He went to university with confidence and pride, because finally, deep inside, Sami knew his boundaries, and the world survived. So remember the moral of Sami's story and journey. Be kind to people, that's part of your duty. But don't turn your life into public community. One favor becomes 10, 10 becomes a tsunami. And suddenly the whole world is calling Sami. So protect your time, your sleep, your sanity. Be kind, be wise, but never be Sami. If you want more stories with rhyme and comedy, like, follow, subscribe immediately. Got a story idea? Drop it in the comments. And don't forget to tag Sami.